Good morning, it's Chad Seay from Seay Real Estate here in Richmond, Virginia. And this week, the message I have for you is that you don't have to pay taxes. Of course, I don't mean all the time and in all situations, but I'm going to give you two examples in real estate when you sell real estate where you don't have to worry about paying taxes. The first one I get asked about oftentimes is when a person is selling their principal residence, the home they've lived in, and they assume, hey, I'm going to have to pay taxes on the gain, the money that I make from this house. And it used to be that was true, that you would have to invest in another house of equal or greater value within a certain amount of time, or you'd have to pay taxes on the gain. Well, it's not that way anymore. It hasn't been that way in quite a while. And when you sell your principal residence, and that's defined as a house that you have lived in as your home at least 2 of the last 5 years. And when you sell that sort of house, unless your gain on that property is over $500,000 if you're a married couple, or over $250,000 if you're single, then there is no gain, there are no taxes. You don't have to worry about paying taxes on that. You don't have to reinvest it within a certain amount of time or anything. So that's good news. Another instance where you can avoid paying taxes is when you sell an investment property. And some investors aren't aware of this, but if there's a house that you've rented out for a while and you decide, I don't want to do that anymore, and you go to sell it, a way to avoid paying taxes on the gain is through what's known as a 1031 tax-deferred exchange, where you can invest the gains you make on that rental property into one or more other properties and not have to pay the taxes on it. The taxes are deferred. And sometimes people will do this with multiple properties. They'll just from one to the next. Sometimes they'll upsize as they're doing it. They'll sell a single family home and they'll invest those proceeds in a duplex and maybe then into a fourplex and on to an apartment building, or you can go in so many directions with this, and it's a great opportunity to defer taxes and not have to pay them when you sell your investment property. So a couple of things I wanted to point out this morning. Excuse me. Of course, talk to your tax accountant. They can tell you a whole lot more about it than I can, but I've been able to share this good news with our real estate clients in the past, many of whom weren't aware, and I just love to see their faces light up when they find out, well, you won't be paying taxes in this instance, and who doesn't like opportunities like that? I'm Chad with Seay Real Estate. Have a great week.